Hello everyone and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, Orzhov again 2. Alright, so I'm gonna try to play Orzhov again. Last time I played Orzhov, I made basically a mono white deck with a little bit of black synergy inserted in. It didn't work too well. So this time, I'm gonna make a mono black deck, but top off on the white spells. So the early games are all mono black cards. And then when we kind of top off at the end, we're going to get a little bit more mono white cards. Did I say those right? Anyways, early game, we got 2 cut down and 4 evolve sleeper so that we can take out this aggro and still have a creature on board against, mono blue counterspell decks. And then in the 2 drop, we have 3 go for the throw and 2 Sheoldred's Edict to make sure that we can kill our opponent's creatures. And Sheoldred's Edict can go through ward. So that's pretty good against, Graveyard Trespasser or the Kraken. I forgot what it's called. Tolarian Horror, I believe. Anyway, so it can go through ward. It's pretty good. It can even kill Rafine if that's the only creature they have on board. And then we have Tenacious Underdog, just 2 off, so that we can keep drawing cards if necessary for late game, but also have something in the early game as a blocker. 3-2 blocker isn't great, but at the very least, it will survive a 1 damage ping. Then in the 3 drop, we have 4 Graveyard Trespasser. I love this card. It's so good against almost every deck, as long as we can tempo out correctly, and that's what a lot of mono black deck is hoping to do. This is kind of like a mono black deck, so we're also hoping to do that. We also have 2 Liliana of the Veil, just so that we can get into our opponent's hands. Liliana is so great, because it comes into play, you can make our opponent sack a creature, so it's already a 1-for-1. Right, and then if they don't kill her, we can start making discards, and then eventually she's gonna get 2-for-1s, 3-for-1s, so we can make them sack, or even get all the way up to the -6. So it's pretty good card. We also have 3 Phyrexian Arena to help us get card draw. Phyrexian Arena is really good in this deck because we are actually a later game deck, and unlike a lot of mono black deck that kind of tops off on Sheoldred, really, and they don't have a good thing to play after Sheoldred, maybe just Gig's Command. Invoke Despair is no longer in the meta, so because it's banned. So that's why instead we're adding white. Phyrexian Arena can actually draw some pretty good cards late game. And mono black does not have board wipes. Mono white has board wipes. So this is what Phyrexian Arena can help us get into, a board wipe to survive the game. Alright, and then in the 4 drop, of course, 4 Wandering Emperor, 4 Sheoldred, pretty standard. And then we have 2 Sunfall to kind of blow up the board if necessary. So only if we don't get our tempo advantage with all these removal do we need the Sunfall. That's why we don't have 4 Sunfalls, just 2, for a little bit more of a board wipey. And then we have 1 Farewell, in case our opponent playing Enchantment, try to lock down all of our Planeswalkers and big creatures with their enchantments. Farewell will deal with that a little bit. And then we have 1 Eternal Wonder, of course, endless value, because we can keep making the 2-2 samurais for 0 loyalty. Pretty good, right? 2-2 double striking samurai. Also a board wipe, tied into the Wonder, and Wonder can only be attacked by 1 creature. So if our opponent's going wide, they can't really kill the Wonder very easily. And then we got 1 Kaya, the Intangible Slayer. A lot of people think Kaya is great against control. I don't think so. Kaya is definitely just there to help us get card draw and kind of is a late game threat. But Kaya gets hit by so many things, right? Kaya gets killed by attacks. Kaya gets killed by things like Burn Down a House or Brotherhood's End if we try to -3 it. And Kaya also gets killed by Sheoldred's Edict. So even if Hexproof doesn't do much. So you don't want to run too many Kaya, and you don't want to hope that Kaya is your win con, because most games is not. And if you're winning with Kaya, you probably will win with almost any other card. So that is kind of the whole deck list. Now we are Orzhov, so we're going to have 25 lands. And that is 1 Eiganjo, 1 Takenuma, 3 plains and 5 swamps. Obviously, with more black, more of a mono black deck that has white splashed in. And then we have 4 Caves of Koilos, 4 Scoured Barrens, and 4 Shattered Sanctum for all of the dual color lands. We got 1 Blast Zone against mono red if necessary, or even against mono, or not mono, but Celestia enchantments, because a lot of those are 2 casts. Right? And then we got 2 Mire against mono blue. Should that also be a deck that we need to play against? So that's the land base, and that's the whole deck. Let's go and see if this Orzhov can finally do something, because, I gotta tell you, whenever I play Orzhov without recording, I get, 50-55% win rate. Every time I play Orzhov while recording, I get about 0 to 0.0% win rate. So, hey, you know what? Maybe we're gonna break that streak. Against Gabriel, we go first. We got the 1/7 drop in the whole deck. That's nice. That's nice. Scoured Barren, alright. We got a tap land, so we can't actually cut down. Everything's working swimmingly. Plains, alright, we're going against aggro. So Yeah. Guess we will go for the throw. Something. This is Thalia. If it's Thalia, we'll cut it down. Copper coat. We go for the throw, or do we cut that down? No, we gotta go for the throw here. And the reason for that is because I want an underdog and still have a cut down live. We got a blocker. Maybe they'll play Pulgadar and attack into me. That'll make me happy. Siege Veteran. Cut it. Cut it down. Alright, well, we missed a land drop there, but Phyrexian Arena is gonna help us get back on that, hopefully. 2 lands with Sunfall, they're bored, and, you know, we are gonna be good. Attack. Into a tenacious underdog. I don't know what he's gonna do, but nothing good. Okay, do you not want to play anything, Mr. Aggro deck? Come on, that's definitely wrong. Adeline, yes, very scary, but Adeline still gets Sunfall. Yes, keep the blast zone open. Do I just want to Wandering Emperor? I don't want to just Wandering Emperor. I feel like it's better to have a creature on board, and there's nothing to Emperor here. Right? Right. Let's take out his Copper Coat. I don't actually know what to take out there. I don't know if it matters too much. I don't think that deck recycles very often. Oh, here comes an Adeline and maybe a Thalia. But Graveyard Trespasser flips if I don't play any spells, so Copper Coat. Gain life. Not play anything. And we have a 4/4. Would you like to trade? Brutal Cathar on nighttime? Yeah. Do you not know how this deck works? Is it just shame quit time? Alright, well, here's Wandering Emperor. This is now shame quit time?
I am the Emperor of Kamigawa, and I will protect my people.
First strike.
Strike hard.
Is he gonna kill this? Destroy evil, discard card. Alright. He really think he got me with that. He really think he got me with that. And even flipping Brutal Cathar. It sounds like I'm cursing, but I'm not. His Brutal Cathar flipped. That's... Yeah, whatever. Sunfall, explode. He's still here. Explode, damn it.
We must protect
Explode.
people.
Explode, Gabriel. There you go. Thank you. Alright, well, hey, Orzhov got a win. So, first game of the recording, and I got a win. I don't care what happens next. I know I'm gonna jinx it, but you know what? We beat an aggro deck, doing the exact thing that we look to do, which is remove everything. I'm pretty happy about that. Pretty happy. Alright, can place a card's alternate art. You can enable high alternate... how would you do that? Alternate arts usually look better. We're playing against By Daniel. Wow. Okay, you cannot get a worse hand than this. 5 lands, Phyrexian Arena, Sheoldred. I'm gonna keep just for lows because you know what? Whatever. If our opponent's aggro, we'll die. If our opponent's control, these are gonna get countered. If our opponent's Orzhov, that's the only way these 2 cards are even good. But even then, against Orzhov, they probably have removal. So do I keep this hand? Honestly, I kind of talked myself out of it because there is no scenario where this is good, especially because we're not going first. So I'll go in second. We need removal. Oh yeah, this is so much better. Look at this. No lands this time. Barely a removal, and still it's against aggro. Alright, can I get that other hand back? I think I might need it. Are they gonna play turn 2 Felden? Turn 2 Felden. Alright, we're gonna have to Edict this before this flips, because otherwise we will... we won't be able to kill that because it will just sack the Kumano. Alright, we need to draw 2 lands next 2 turns, and we got to make sure that both of those lands are, well, actually, at least one of those 2 lands are white mana. Otherwise, we lose. Right, so this is a very precarious situation. But if, okay, let's say that we kept the other hand with Sheoldred on turn 4, right? Phyrexian Arena on turn 3, we would have taken 1, and then 2, 3, and then, or 1, 2, 3. Oh, one of this is white mana, so that's good. I don't know what I was counting for anymore, but let's go back and do the thing. Would have taken 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We would have taken 13 damage before our Sheoldred came out. That's a lot. We block Squee here? I guess we block Squee here, right? So, if we block Squee and we top deck a land, that's punish. If we block this and we top deck a land... Actually, if we block the 1/1, actually we're gonna die if we block the 1/1. So yeah, let's just block Squee here. Not a land. Look at that, not punished. In fact, rewarded. Give me that life. Juicy, juicy life. I don't know why he didn't attack with the Kumano there. Does he just have lands in his hand? I don't understand what's going on. Or he maybe doesn't want to target because it's play with fire, but he would have targeted my face. I don't know. But yeah, even all that, we're not gonna really win. Unless he doesn't attack. If he doesn't attack, he's giving us time. Can't actually exile anything with the Trespasser. This is gonna get prowess. Oh, he's even gonna flip it. Flipping it just makes it a 3/3, right? Trample prowess. Oh, just 1 damage? Am I gonna draw a land here? No. So this is two drop. These are 1 drops. This is a 1 drop. Yeah. If I draw a land here, the Blast Zone would have killed these 3 things. And of course, you know, instead of doing that, I get the nothing. Just playing off 3 lands here. I'm loving this game. Best game of the century. There's a Ward 2? We can't even kill it, huh? Ward 2, Trample, Prowess. What was the other one? Prowess, Prowess. Double Prowess. Invasion. Oh, everything's going in. Alright, so... if we double block here, you can only kill 1, right? We're at 1. Go to my turn. We draw a land! So any 1 damage will probably kill us. But we have to do this right now. We don't have to do this right now. We can do this when he attacks. No attack, end turn. Any 1 damage kills us anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. Pass to block. 1 block. Alright, say goodbye to your board. We still die to 1 damage. Play with fire. Ah, good game. Not really, but hey, you know what? We were playing off 3 lands for like 17 turns. And now everything we have is 4 drop. That's the Orzhov game that I remember. That's the way that Arena likes to give me in Orzhov games. You can bluff not having a spell to cast. I hate this. I hate the bluffing mechanics in Arena because basically you are enticing anyone who's good to play on full control mode, and anyone who's played full control mode knows that it's dumb and you should hate it. Alright, we got 4 lands when the Wandering Emperor, so I kept, because we're going first. Right? We can kind of, we also have Evolved Sleeper, that's also the reason. Unfortunately, this land comes with a tap, so we can't actually play the Sleeper turn 1. But we can play the Baron to the Sleeper to another Baron to the Shattered Sanctum. And that's that. Fumeli. They're going to play their Evolved Sleeper. We're going to play our Evolved Sleeper. We're going to have a Sleeper off. This is going to be the nuts. Plains. 3 plains and 5 swamps. Well, the plains. So basically we have to give up going first because we're trying to splash white. Oh no, he attacked me. Come on. Come on now. In what world would I block? I could attack. Probably better as a blocker. Is it better as a blocker? Nothing going. It's probably just gonna remove the Evolved Sleeper here, right? Sheoldred's Edict. Alright. So yeah, I think the better play that turn would have been playing the Graveyard Trespasser, because I didn't know that he was going to play Edict. I thought he was going to cut it down. And yeah, now he has a Trespasser to eat mine. And I'm a whole turn behind because of it. That's annoying. So I gotta play my Trespasser. I thought about playing Sheoldred, but it would just get removed again, and then the Trespasser will eat it, and then every turn I'll just get further and further behind. But you can still remove the Trespasser with a Liliana. You know what? I convinced myself. Basically, it's because I'm going second. Right? I did go first, but because of how the land works, I happen to go second now, since I have 2 tap lands. If Sheoldred gets removed, we kind of just die. I mean, if he has a removal, I think he would have snap played it. He didn't have removal. Not gonna block an Evolved Sleeper just so that you can grow it. Oh, that's good. That's a good card. I want that card. Another Evolved Sleeper, okay. A Sheoldred's Edict is not great here. We're probably going to lose because the card advantage is going to overwhelm us. But since Sheoldred's not blocking, might as well attack. Draws 2 cards, takes 4 damage. Oh, and it takes 1 more from Phyrexian Arena, so it takes 5 damage. Those cards better be good. Yeah, he tapped himself out so that he couldn't block the Sheoldred. That's why he took a lot of damage that turn. If he plays Liliana here, that's actually really good for us. For instance, Flesh Gorger is less good, but workable. I don't think he has a removal. I mean, okay, he does have something, right? There's a lot of stick. But he can't really remove the Graveyard Trespasser without giving us a whole hand. There's no reason to not remove Sheoldred if he had a chance to. So, I think the stick is just for the Evolved Sleeper. Alright, he's thinking about whether or not to attack. This is a pretty long, drawn-out game. Mono black versus mono black, basically. But we got tricks. Nothing, huh? Well, if you got nothing, you're gonna have to sack a creature. Sack a non-token creature. Probably one of the sleepers. I don't really care that he has to sack a creature. The main reason is because I want my Graveyard Trespasser to eat something. Okay, so our Sheoldred can actually gain first strike. It's pretty good. Let's see how he wants to block. Let's eat that. He'll probably want to kill Sheoldred, right? So he might want to evolve the sleeper and then double block. Trespasser trade. That's it? That's all he's doing? If I pump this for 1, he'll take 5. Actually, he takes 4, he just dies anyway, so...
I'm not overconfident. You're just underwhelming. I'm going to the edge in this fight.
Alright, doesn't he just die from his arena? I guess he's hoping for something, to draw something with the arena that can remove Sheoldred. It could happen. Nope, did not happen. GG. Also, he didn't put a stop, so it didn't matter. Did he put a stop? He might have. The draw went so quickly that it feels like there's no stop there. So even if he drew something, he couldn't cast it because he didn't put a stop on his draw phase or on his upkeep. Yay! We got to win with Orzhov again. So, you know, Orzhov is okay. It can be mono black for sure because we got the tricks, right? We got the white mana, even though it made us go second, even when the... I don't know what this is. The chooser, the coin flipper, actually gave us a turn 1. Alright, this is a much trickier hand to play. Because we got Liliana, we got Phyrexian Arena, but we can only play one of those two. We're going second, so without removal, going second is pretty risky. And then we're probably just gonna not have removal for anything useful. I don't think I can keep this hand. We got a lot of tricky lands, but not good lands. Alright, this is just as bad, if not even worse. So we'll keep 6. We'll put back a cut down. I think we'll put back a cut down. This might sound crazy because we're gonna play Shattered Sanctum and then we're gonna play the Plains. So we don't actually have time to play cut down. White? Wonder what this is. Red. Interesting. White and red. Alright, well, would he play anything turn 3? Boros. I'm gonna count on him not doing that. Maybe it's Jeskai. No, just Boros. Take some damage. Okay, you take some damage. And then we will get some card draw. And maybe have enchantment removal. If they're Boros, they might have like a Destroy Evil, a Union, okay. They're gonna draw cards. I'm okay with that, but I think this is one of those flicker decks, which means that we can't go too slow. We gotta put the tempo on. Alright, Graveyard Trespasser. Wandering Emperor is pretty good tempo. Sulkism? Yeah. What would you like to do with that? Double block, huh? Wow. Gotcha.
I learned much during my travels. Strike fast and strike hard.
I've been Nahiri. No, he played a land. He wouldn't Nahiri after a land. Burn down the house. 5 damage to the board. Well, gotta go back to wandering a little bit. It's a lot of card draw. Would I turn down that much card draw? I don't think I would. Did I tap wrong? I got 2 black, 1 white. The auto tapper got me. Chandra.
No more watching. It's time to do something.
2 mana. Does he just want to burn Evolve Sleeper?
I'm ending this fight.
Alright, he has no mana, so good luck with the Chandra play. Guess we'll Edict it. Sacrifice a Planeswalker. Before he gets untapped, get rid of his Chandra, and then quit. Alright! Orzhov, new win! We got 3 out of 4 wins. That's a new record for Orzhov. Very, very surprising for me. Let's go 3 out of 2, huh? Let's play another game. I know what I said. I mean, I also know what Shuffler usually do to you if you win with a deck that they don't want you to win with. So I'm going to play the 5th game and see if this is going to be useful. Otherwise, we'll get... I'm not gonna talk anymore and just face the Medium Man. Medion Man? How medium of this? Your opponent goes first. Yeah, we got a removal that comes in on turn like 3. And then we have nothing. Do we keep this hand? So far the mulligan has been doing pretty well, but how much of a better hand can we get though? Honestly, I'm gonna keep. This is basically 1 land away from a good hand. And even if we don't get that land, this is still a reasonable hand. Especially if our opponent's slow. We don't know if our opponent's slow, but green white enchantments, Gallagher. Alright, so yeah, this costs us the game, basically. If we can Sheoldred's Edict there, this would have been so good. Instead, now this is so bad. Alright, why don't you sacrifice a non-token creature here? We might simply do it. It seems like an aggro deck, so we might be able to Sunfall him slowly. We might even Wandering Emperor to Gallagher. Sigarda. Wow. What does this do? Coven. Whenever Sigarda attack, if you control 3 or more creature with different power. Humans gets +1/+1, flying trample. Do we want to give up our one... Okay, first of all, let's play this land here. Do we want to give up our Wandering Emperor? I don't think there's a reason for that, right? What can he do? Of course he can get extra treasure, which... Sigarda attack. Gallagher attack. Alright. You know what? I've convinced myself I will Emperor on his turn. To play an actual good game rather than being greedy. I don't know if it matters too much. Oh, that's good. It doesn't do much. Creature tokens. It pumps the board. This is not hexproof, right? I don't think it's hexproof. Should have seen this coming though. No, it's not nice. You just kind of played into a 4 mana open black and white deck.
I hope you're ready to lose.
He can sacrifice this and try to get hexproof and indestructible to his tokens. That would be pretty funny. He didn't do it. And then we're gonna go down to some low life. He didn't play anything. Did he have something else to play, though? That is the question, right? Alright, do we... He has 2 lands. Or 2 lands. He has 2 cards. So I think it's just Sunfall here. He can sacrifice this, so I only get a 1/1. I think he should. Also, it doesn't get exiled. That's pretty good. But against Selesnya, I don't know what else he can do. Plus, submit 0.
We've got the edge in this fight.
Alright, we're out of removal, but he's also out of cards, apparently. So, pretty good for us. I don't want to activate this if I don't have to. Let's put the Trespasser on. Instead of Sheoldred, the Trespasser has a ward, which means that he can't actually target it without discarding a card. And I don't know if this deck does too much of that. No, I don't want to grow it. I want to make a 2/2. Now I'm the token deck.
Let your blade do the talking.
Yeah, let your blade do the talking. Come on. Talking blades here. 5 mana. He can also have his Sunfall, I guess. Brutal Cathar. That's... Gonna take out my 2/2 here.
I have got new moves to teach you.
Graveyard Trespasser attack. I place my Graveyard Trespasser in an attack position. Gets +2/+2 until the end of the turn. If this spell's kick, pull up +1/+1 counter. Did he kick it? I think he kicked it. Now let's just stop that, huh? Sacrifice a non-token creature here. That was weird. Do I even want to play Sheoldred? No, let's not play into a big board wipe. If he had, I don't know what deck it is. He could have board wipes. Right, I have enough board presence. See, he has board wipes. Sacrifice. What number do you choose? Well, first resolves. 10. Yeah. I will sacrifice 10 creatures. And then we draw land. So that is the reason why I didn't want to go too heavy.
May your blade strike true.
Here's Sheoldred. Nighttime. Oh, we got Caves of Koilos up the wazoo here. So let's pump the 2/2.
Remember your training.
Not attacking with Sheoldred. He could have Emperor in his deck. Resolute Reinforcement. Didn't see that coming. I don't actually have any cycle cards, so I think I can play out the Caves of Koilos. No blocks. He's just taking it. All right. He's at 8. He's close to dead. Still playing lands. I would not play those lands out because that just makes me feel safer. But you never know. Maybe he has some good cards. That's a good card for me. Again, I'm not playing into the Emperor. Single blocks.
Guards,
Arena.
to me.
See, I'm not playing out this land because I want to hold 2 cards to make him think I have 2 plays. Even though the land doesn't really do much, it's not like I need to play 2 lands in a turn. So, GG. There's the Emperor. I knew it.
You started.
Alright, I'll take and I'll play the Selesnya bad deck. So, you know, I don't know what else to say. It is a bad deck. We're a platinum. I am so platinum. But that is our Orzhov game. Was that 4 out of 5 games today? That's insane. That's a new record for Orzhov. I did not think it was going to happen, but nevertheless, I'm very happy that it did happen. So, I guess what the moral of this story is, Orzhov bad, mono black good. So this is basically a mono black deck that has some Orzhov cards, and really the Sunfall, the Farewell, the Eternal Wonder, even Kaya a little bit, I don't know if those are necessary. They're good, and they're going to help in some matchups and some late game sort of scenario, but what really helped us was Wandering Emperor, right? So if you look at the mono black deck, what is missing is, funny enough, a Wandering Emperor, almost the best card in the format. There's a reason why. Wandering Emperor is almost always a 2-for-1, because when it comes in, it exiles a creature, right? So that's right away the removal. It's a flash speed removal. Then we can make a 2-2 Samurai, so that's already giving us 2-for-1 if we want to do nothing else with her. But if we want to pump with her, we can continuously get 2-2s. Oh boy, that's gonna make our opponent quit in almost any scenario. So that's why 4 Wonder Emperor, 4 Sheoldred basically stops our opponent from doing much of anything, and they don't have enough removal against this deck. I don't know, I think our draw has been pretty good. The decision a lot of times to mulligan is important, and this deck is good. I don't know if it's great or tier 1, but it's actually very, very good, surprisingly, in a lot of the tier 2 metagames. It's pretty good against aggro, it's pretty good against control, it's pretty good against a lot of different other decks. So that's what I like about these kind of style. Even though there's no counterspell in this deck, there are enough cards and a variety of cards that can stop, has answers for a lot of existing meta decks out there. So that's good enough. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.